I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. All right, so that was the marathon, and it was a good one. I had a great time. Again, thanks to everyone who was there for it. So before we get to our next topic, there is one thing that I would like to bring up about today. All right, today is the American Super Bowl, meaning in the NFL National Football League, the big game is today. It's the Seattle Seahawks, which are my hometown team, against the New England Patriots, who kind of used to be my old hometown team when I lived in New England of the United States. I used to live in Connecticut, okay? So it's kind of interesting because isn't this also a rematch from 2014 when the Seahawks were coming off of their previous year's Super Bowl victory and then they choked at the very end and lost like 28-24? I remember seeing it. I was actually watching that game and I was like, they totally had the game won and they just blew it completely. It was such a joke because they decided to keep passing. Instead of running, all they had to do was run the ball, and they kept passing, and they just blew it completely, right? So, yeah, so here we are with the big rematch, and I know that today, a lot of people will be watching the Super Bowl. I'm well aware of that. So today, I would not be shocked if I have a lower attendance than I usually do, if I have a lower engagement and lower support. I would not be shocked whatsoever if that's the case. And if it is what it is. I can't help it, right? I'm not going to sit here and talk about and play and watch the Super Bowl or whatever. I'm not into it. I don't watch the NFL. But I am going to stream my normal stuff. We are going to have this Hollow Knight stream right now, and then my break, and then after the break, I'm going to come back and play the indie games of Sharks and Minnows and Terminator 2D No Fate on the late stream. I know that when I'm playing some of those, the Super Bowl will be on, and that's okay. You know, if you want to check stuff out after the fact on demand, I'm going to upload the videos as I always do to this channel. Okay, and thank you to those who are actually here to chill with me, despite the fact that I know there's a huge worldwide event going on that a lot of people will be paying attention to. Thanks for spending your time with me. Now, this month, for February, I created a special animation for a $100 contribution. I'm going to spoil it now. It's Super Bowl related. I purposefully made this grand animation for a $100 contribution. And as of now, the 8th of February, I haven't gotten a $100 contribution this month. I'm not complaining. The support this month has been great. All right. Overall, streams are doing great. So this is now Phil's bitching. He didn't make $100. Here we go. Here comes the clip. Send it to fucking live stream fails and loser Redditors who are going to fucking watch it and believe it because they're dumb fucks, right? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I have this animation. It's not, by the way, it's nothing special. I didn't design it in some fucking, it's just something I got off the internet. Okay. But if you do a $100 contribution today, maybe you were thinking of contributing and haven't yet. Well, it would be a special animation. It would make sense for today. After today, because it's Super Bowl related, it really won't make much sense anymore. I'm just saying. Okay. So there you have it. If you're interested in contributing, if you do $100, you'll see that special animation and it's very pertinent to today only. So there you go. Okay. So the polls are in, and it looks like Nintendo Classics. People are interested in a Nintendo Classics marathon. So if that's the case, and let's say that we do Nintendo Classics for the March Marathon, the question would be, how would we format this? Would it be themed? Like, would it be all Mario? And would it be like challenge runs? Or would it simply be, gee, see how far Phil can get in like Mario 1, 2, and 3 in one marathon, right? Because Mario 1 is a short game. And even if you just play at a semi-competent level, you can beat it in like a couple of hours, if that. Mario 2 also, as long as you're playing semi-competently, you could probably beat it in a couple of hours. So I could probably beat at least those two. Mario 3 is a much longer game. So we could try to figure that out. Or if you guys have other ideas, the only thing I would say is I wouldn't want to do like a Castlevania marathon because I already played the 4 of those games a few years ago during a summertime. But, you know, if you want to see me play Metroid, like Super Metroid, which I have on the Switch Online, and I love the game, but have never actually played through it. I only played it for like an hour or two, and I liked it, but I never got further than that, you know? Escape Velocity says the top 10 NES games on Metacritic. We could do that. We could go to Metacritic. Now, you see, Clearly Not Jamie says, it's a shame you didn't get much out of our creators. I disagree. Streamers make so much money playing that game, but you need to get yourself into interesting situations. No, you just need to play the shit out of the game and only play the game. Like, that style of game, you need to become an ARC Raider streamer. Right? Just like there were people who were Fortnite streamers. You just have to dedicate yourself to being that player and playing it every day, multiple times, interacting with people, whether it's solos, whether you have a dedicated team that you play with. Like, you just have to be completely immersed in that game and its universe, and then people will start coming by to hang out with you just for that game, right? I am a variety streamer. I always have been. I'm a variety creator. I don't like just playing one game. Even though I like fighting games, I won't just play fighting games because I get bored. So because of that, just by that methodology and that practice, I'm never going to have a ginormous following come to watch me play ARC Raiders. It just will never happen, right? Now, I disagree with you. I think I got a ton out of ARC Raiders. I played it for about 2 months, right? We started right at the end of November, and we played it all the way through late January. And I did tons of streams of it. I saw all the different maps. You learned how to use all these different weapons. I did epic fights against different robots. You know, had great interactions with other people. I bought a microphone just to talk with people in ARC Raiders. Literally, that's what I used it for. So I feel like I got a good amount out of it. 2 months of a game in the rotation. It was fun. It was also good variety to break up everything else because I wasn't doing a lot of multiplayer stuff at the time. So I feel like I got a ton out of it. Certainly, I'm not going to become a dedicated ARC Raider streamer, so I'm never going to get millions of views and make millions of dollars playing the game. You know, but that's just me. That's not who I am. See. What are my plans for the lapel mic and filming stick? Can we expect to see you use those in February? I have the ability to use them for anything I want. I just don't have any plans right now. I'm too busy. Like, if ever I say, listen, let's say, for example, my wife and I decide to make plans to go somewhere and maybe eat a meal out, and we want to actually do like an in-restaurant review. Well, we can do that now. I have the stick. I have the mics. You know, the camera has, you know, apps and stuff, and you could do it. I could. But I really, you know, are we chomping at the bit for that content right now? Everyone wants me to play a whole bunch of different video games. No one is saying, Phil, we're dying for IRL restaurant reviews. You know, it's good that I have the stuff. It's good to have that ability. If at, you know, at any time we decide to just drop stuff and go do something different, we could. And that's really what it was about, was having the capability rather than, oh, I'm planning to just go do it now, you know? So, you know, but what, so here's a real question. What's the big deal? Right? I bought some stuff. I could use it if I want. Right now, there doesn't seem to be a real reason to use it. People are enjoying the content I'm doing. So what's the problem? I bought it and spent money on something not to actually use it. Killer B, can I ask you a question? What the fuck is it your business? I could buy whatever I want and use it or not use it. It's my money, right? It's cool to show it off, to say, hey, look, I got the mic. Who cares if I use it? What are you obsessing on? Why do you care? How is it any of your business whatsoever would I ever use anything for? But what are you talking about? My debt collectors care? I don't have any debt collectors, stupid. Debt collectors? I don't have any debt collectors whatsoever. See, here it comes. The sick, twisted mentality of some people on the internet. So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Because I'm a public streamer, I stream publicly, and people like the content and they support it, and then I buy stuff with the money, somehow there's a weird entitlement of people on the internet to think that you control anything I do. There is no control whatsoever. Now, if I'm a good content creator, I'll listen to feedback. I'll say, hey, yeah, you want this, you want that, you want this game over that game, you want this project over that project, you want input on the next marathon. I listen. I'm interactive with my audience. But you have absolutely no entitlement whatsoever to anything, right? You don't. You bought a selfie stick. Now you must go film with it. No, I could literally go throw this out right now, put it in a trash can, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's also none of your business. You have no entitlement. That's actually obsessive, bizarre behavior that you would think that you control my ability to use this for something. You're a weirdo. If you actually feel like that right now, you actually are too attached to the internet and you should turn off your viewing device and go do something else with your life. I mean that too. Just go away. Because that's actually really broken mindset. That's like a cracked thinking. Phil bought a selfie stick with money that he made on his stream making content. He better make something with that now or else. Huh? Who the fuck are you? Are you for real? Are you insane? What I mean, serious, what kind of a world have we created that humans are sitting on the internet all day and this is the way that they think? That's bizarre shit, man. I don't know. That's true. Someone just brought it up. It says, you said you would use the lapel mics when you do the closet clean out. I could definitely do that. That's actually a pretty valid use for it. When we do the Indivestance Day closet clean out this year, I can have this on me the whole time. And that way you'll be able to hear me talking when I'm taking stuff in and out of the closet. Yeah. And that way it's not just silence half the time like it was last time and everyone complained. There you go. That's valid use for it. Sure. Absolutely. Perfect. There you go. So that's one thing to look forward to. But again, like, here's the thing. Maybe eventually I'll go to an event and I'll want to cover it. I can't tell anyone I'm going to the event because then idiots would show up and try to harass me and fucking the police would get called and shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that, right? So it would have to be something you don't even know about, okay? So I wouldn't even tell you, even if I had intention to use it, I can't, all right? Maybe I will eventually do content in my house where I can use microphones and stuff like that. Maybe I won't. Who cares? It's none of your business. Okay. Jamie says, well, obviously I'm entitled to your leftover dinners. There you go. You see, you watched my content, you supported it. I bought food for DSP Tries It, but I didn't finish it. You're apparently entitled to the leftovers, right? Oh boy. Supports today, like I already said this earlier, but I'll just reiterate. I made a special $100 animation for this month, and it pertains to the Super Bowl. But we haven't get to see it, and today is the Super Bowl. So if anyone was going to do a big, supportive contribution to see that animation, today would be the day. I'm not asking for it. I'm just, again, I set it all up, and I'm like, we didn't get to see it. Well, it is what it is, right? But, hey, Hollow Knight in a bit, and then tonight, indie games. Finishing up 2 different playthroughs. So, all right. In the meantime, enjoy some highlight clips, and I'll be back shortly.